country. Here in the Northeast, everything that falls over the next few days is going to be really light stuff. And that's why over Syracuse right now, even though we're lighting up in green on Triple Doppler, brought to you by VermontoCars.com, it is falling a little bit harder out on the weather deck, but it's light. And in other places, it's just a little bit of drizzle and mist, and that's what we're expecting for most of the day today. Now, here's where the challenge comes in. Some of us may see some snow mixing in, and again, you can see that just to the south of Syracuse. This is why temperature is going to play a really big role today, and not just at the surface, what our thermometers are reading. We're talking temperature from the ground up, and that's going to determine whether we see drizzle, rain, or maybe a few snow showers mixing in, or it's sometimes just plain snow. That's more probable overnight tonight. So, even in North Syracuse at 38 degrees and downtown Syracuse at 39, temperatures will briefly rise into the 40s, but it doesn't need to be freezing at the surface to get snow. For example, down in Tully, where they likely have a wintry mix right now, or maybe some snow mixing in, even though that temperature is above freezing, it's not by much, and the air extending all the way up into the atmosphere might be a bit colder, which will not allow that snow to melt as it hits the ground. Overall today, I think we're looking at just a damp day, drizzly conditions, not enough to keep you home, but you will need at least an extra layer, probably the winter jacket before you head out. Carol from Redfield had 32 and Todd from Westdale had 33. Now, Futurecast picks up on these temperature differences pretty well. By 8 o'clock, they still have us in some sprinkles and light showers. Further to the south over the higher terrain, some snow mixing in, maybe just some plain light snow showers at times. But all of this activity, I think a stray shower, sprinkle, or flurry is fair game across the board. Most of this will start to taper off as we get into the afternoon. We will have plenty of spots of dry time, but even when the radar is dry over you, we're still very damp. Drizzle is possible and a little bit of mist. Overnight tonight, temperatures start to fall through the 30s and close to freezing. Pair that with winds now coming out of the northwest. We're looking at some lake effect first rain and then switching over to snow showers through the early morning hours on Sunday. This will be nothing like what we saw earlier in the week. In fact, a lot of this is likely going to melt and only a very slushy light accumulation is possible through Sunday afternoon. That is mainly in the hills to the south of Syracuse and over the Tug. The rest of us could just see a few flakes on the ground, and again, it's going to be really heavy slushy stuff. So if you have loved ones flying out of Syracuse Hancock Airport today, no delays right now and no delays over the Northeast. I think it will be smooth sailing. Our only concern again is overnight tonight and into early Sunday, where you may see some delays. All of that snow tapers off by late Sunday. We're looking at some breaks of sunshine on Monday, though it will be breezy and with some sun. But look at this. Any snow that we do see, it's likely going to be washed away. I think we may see some grass on Tuesday and Wednesday. Our next big system moves in, brings much milder air. Winds will be ripping out of the south with heavy rain at times, so keep an eye on Tuesday and Wednesday. We're back to normal and cooler for